Hello and good evening. One moment, I'm just gonna unmute the 1 second. There you go. So you should be able to hear the music right now. Fantastic again. That's what I want. Alright, so real quick I'm gonna Alright, so this is the artwork I'm going to be taking into Live2D in a few minutes. I'm going to do some last minute checks, make sure everything's all good. What the? Oh. Okay, I see. One moment. On occasion, my set it. All right, 1 second. So, having more technical issues. Nah, it's good enough for right now. All right, cool. Just in case, let me make sure. Yeah, good enough. All right. So this is basically the image we're going to be taking into Live2D. We're only doing the free version right now. So, until, like, I feel like, you know, I'm going to be making a full model or whatnot in there. For right now, I think the free version will do what I need to do. What I need it to do. So... So as you can see, this is kind of the, like, the knife thing. I may actually be erasing most of these, of the shines, except for the one. And we're actually gonna unclip this. We're gonna call this knife underscore shine. Oops, I didn't mean to erase knife. And then we're gonna rasterize. So I'm sure you're wondering how I'm like doing these layers. So normally, when you actually go in, you, I'm gonna make this all on a new layer so I can kind of show you things that I'm doing that probably shouldn't do, if you want to do like a model or anything like that. Probably shouldn't really do it with an emote either, but since I'm not animating most of these things, I'm not too worried about it, right? So, normally for the hair, and let's just use a neon, well, not red, because obviously there's red on the character and whatnot. We'll go with green. Make it a frickin' neon green. So typically, when you're making one of these, like this little piece of hair here, this, and all three of those would actually be separate layers. I'm not animating the hair for this. Like, the whole detail of this particular emote is that I'm just making these sparkles right here bounce. So the only things that I honestly put on separate layers were these, I think. Which we can double check that very easily. Now I may actually go in, duplicate layer for the eye shines. I may do eye large highlight. I think I'll actually do that. So the reason I've got the layers named like this, where it's _R and whatnot, is I'm not sure how the newer Live2Ds are with their naming conventions for being able to import files correctly. But I do know layers wise, there is a bit of a an issue with certain stuff, so. Oh, well, it would help if I'd gone over here. There we go. So I want to make sure, like, you know, all the files are good to go and all that before. Because I saw a little bit of errors when I was doing this just now. Alright. So, same thing here. And this is partly why I wanted to do a double check on things, just so I could zoom in and make sure there weren't any funky issues with the layers before I kind of fiddle around, you know? Alright. I think that was pretty much it. I am going to really quickly, though, do a trick where put the paper neon green to see if there's any issues with anything. And lo and behold, there were. Luckily, a lot of these, like any minor imperfections, because of the limitations with the free version, I'm gonna actually have to resize this whole thing down to like 2000 by 2000. We also don't do a ton of deformers either. Anything else on the outside? Nope. Looking good. Oh wait, there's one more here. I don't know what these streets are from though. Don't know how they got there. Alright. We're actually going to delete the paper layer. And then image. Size that down. And then we're going to save as. And we're actually going to save this as a PSD. Just to make sure, we're actually gonna turn off any screen or multiply layers because that could be tricky. It's okay to have clipping layer. Oh, fuck, a knife. Yeah, yeah. Watch out, Kalia. Watch out. Alright. Yep. Oh, I just need to merge this down. So normally, if I was going to animate this and need every little thing, I would actually do an underfill for some of these. Me, terrified you? Nah, I don't think you're terrified. Uh-huh. Sure. Save. And then we'll also save this as well. Actually, I'm gonna pull back up this while I'm opening up Live2D for the first time. Oh wait, that's the viewer. Wait a second. It's like, I know I set this up a while ago. Oh. Apparently I haven't updated in a while, so... It shouldn't take long. Oh. It's had 2 major updates since the last time I installed it. Whoopsie! It's okay. It'll take like all of 5 seconds. It's like, yeah, look at that, it's already almost done. Boop. Yeah, I picked some relaxing music for today. Start its free version. Alright, so now... Now we're going to... actually screenshot. Alright. So now we've kind of opened this up for the first time. As you can see over here, it's got tool details, inspector, parameters, and it's got the basics, angle X, angle Y, angle Z. Eye open, eye smile for left and right. Eyeball X and Y, brow, left and right X and Y. The angle, the form, the mouth open. Cheek, body, X, Y, Z, breath, hair move front, hair move side, hair move back. And actually, now I've got like all the layers, right? It actually imported pretty damn well. No issues whatsoever, so I'm gonna take that as a moment of pride. So this... do knife base, from right. So I think if we create a parameter, oh, here we go. Okay, so the max is 30. So now I'm going to have to delete 1 or 2 of these because I can only have 30 parameters on free mode. But to be fair, for like an emote where I'm only animating 1 or 2 things, free mode is probably fine. If I want to do a model though, I'm damn well going to have to buy pro, and I know it. Which is fine. Okay. Won't be applied during... Alright, so now just tweaking the freaking shine thing, right? So if I do this here, I think it looks alright, actually. And then we're gonna tweak it a little further because I don't want the shine to be like super bright. I just want it to... There we go. And now I'm gonna delete this. So I can create folders for this as well. If I'm so inclined. Okay, so we're actually gonna call this one... We'll hold off a second, because I actually still need to create deformers for everything. Well, not deformers, but you know what I mean. So actually, up here, it sorted very well. So I'm actually really happy about that. We're gonna actually copy this because I do need to put well, all right. So normally with this, if you were making this for, say, like a game, you probably wouldn't want to clip on so many layers. But since this is just like going to be exported as a GIF emote, I don't really care. Although, curious enough, that's changed since they made the whole blend shapes edition. Yeah, so additive is basically screen, multiply, multiply. The reason why I kept my blend... Second. Let me double check the one on the right. There it goes. Oh. There we go. Alright. So now it's about creating meshes. I'm not going to create, like, art meshes for anything but the layers I actually intend to work on. I don't see the point. So... So for this, let's... Alright, so this is also a good way to tell if I've got extra lines somewhere that I shouldn't. So... this tells me up front there's a little piece of something up here. So now I actually have to open Clip Studio back up. So the nice thing is I'll have to figure out where it's at, but I could go back in and update the PSD. Alright, so this is IL. I think there's actually... gonna take eyelashes L out so I can erase anything else. Probably gotta do the same with the right eye too. And there will be a fair bit of back and forth with this just because that'll happen. Is sometimes you won't see that there are extra pieces in your layer that shouldn't be there, and you won't figure it out until you make the meshes. Alright, so I know that this one is fine. And then now if I minimize this and this and go back in here, and then excuse me, I know there is a alright, 1 second. Okay. Okay, so I can drag and drop. 1 second then. Where is my... There we go. Now, if I go into small emote, I can no. There are brushes I can do. So I'm gonna zoom in real big, and we're actually gonna manually make some. Now we're gonna do heavy because I want to make these really bouncy. Yeah. Alright, actually, no. Let's just manually do this. Oh, we're gonna create our own. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but does need to be pretty good. So this part right here, like making the meshes, is probably going to take up a fair bit of the stream time. I don't know how good this is gonna look, to be honest, because this is my first time really messing with these. So today's kind of all about learning the tools. So we are going to copy those. Then we're going to go to highlight. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. But to be fair, I think the highlights were painted slightly differently on both those layers, so. This one. Honestly, considering it, I might do. Yeah, good enough. I think that's fine. Now let's see what auto meshing does. And then we're gonna go into edit because I actually want these on the corners. So you kind of want them a little bit on the outside and then on the board, on the actual border of the image. And that's just to make it a little bit easier. There we go. But yeah, so that's kind of like my goal for today, is kind of learn the do's and don'ts of the meshing and see if I can get it to make a good emote. Small sparkle, the auto. We're actually just gonna straight up make a new one. It's kind of hard to see because this is white. Notice how when I get close it tries to clip onto. And on the inside, I don't really care as much. I just want to make sure that the edges aren't too deformed, you know? There you go. So now I just have to do the same for the other eye. Shines, and then we're pretty golden. We're gonna call this one we're just gonna add 3 parameters. So on this parameter, kind of a type deal. So I made that actual deformer where everything's sized down within it. Okay. This is kind of where I'm learning now. Okay, let me see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to figure this out now. I may actually have to watch the tutorial now. Alright, so bear with me. You're gonna just have this as your background while I'm watching this, 'cause, yeah. Sorry, I'm still looking at the tutorial. Alright. Ooh. Ow. You know what? I probably needed to... Okay, I think I see what I did wrong. Yeah. So I see what I did. So now, with all of these selected, now I can make a deformer. There it goes. So now if I wanna... Yeah. Really want to just delete that, but whatever. Now, just create another one called R. Okay. So I may have to actually come back to this. Hey! Who am I about to stab? I don't know. How are you doing, Destroyer? Sorry, I was trying to look at a tutorial, but my brain power is not with it today. But we'll at least get the meshes made. So far... Actually, I haven't even opened the animation tab. Oh, you know what? I may not... Oh no, I may actually need to... About to go to college? Nice. Yeah. I am learning my way around making at least meshes so that I can do stuff with it. But so far, knife shine. This is kind of what I've got. It's just straight up working on oh, well, messed up somehow with the other eye, but whatever. But yeah, I'm learning how to make meshes and whatnot today. I think that's kind of what we're gonna make as a goal. So, I don't know that the stream will be going too much longer because I've kind of figured out art meshes. I just need to figure out everything else. Oh, week's been actually going pretty good. My pain level is a lot better than it was. Yeah, yesterday. Well, okay. It still needs some work, but mostly that's gonna be stretching. Other than that, it's been going pretty good. I got some fun streams coming up this weekend with the collab stuff, plus probably gonna do some Nier Automata this weekend to make up for the fact that the stream was only about 2 hours. Yeah, I might have to... I do think I may have to, like, be a little bit... go. Now I can start moving some of these up a bit. Yeah, other than that, it's been pretty good this week. I'm excited for the weekend. I'm excited to get to do some more Pictomancer memes. I really enjoyed the raids yesterday. Those were pretty fun. I think that's done. So we're actually almost done with the Actually, I'm just gonna completely redo this. Yeah, it's wonky. I don't think these need to be like super detailed like I would do hair, eyes. But I do think they need like a little bit. Also, the blue lines mean they're not connected to any of these little mesh points, but I'm gonna press auto connect in a moment and they'll be good. Yeah, if I wanted something a little more detailed, I probably would have also done a line inside, a few minutes inside, and then from there. In all honesty, I could still do that, but I think this is good enough for what I plan to do. Alright, so the eyes are meshed. Fantastic. So, auto, standard. We're just gonna go ahead and, you know, mesh these automatically. Just in case I want to do anything like it, but yeah. And if I wanted to auto, and here I would throw and just auto connect. Like, this is normally where, like, with, I'm just adding this just because, but I'll be honest, I think standard's good enough for the fact that I'm not, like, planning to move this at all for this particular emote. If it was a model, I would actually have this ruffle on top, these bottom ruffles on either side below. So that way, with physics and whatnot, I could do almost like a pushing effect when it turns, so that the ruffles seem to push against each other like they would if you were wearing ruffled clothing in real life, where the folds kind of push and bounce off of each other. No, we'll do. And then normally what I would have done is the next one would have been right in the center of the line work, and there'd be another one right in the center of here, and then another one right in the center lines, and another one right on the inside. Like, this one would have been a lot more detailed. And the jewel and the silver, well, actually, what I probably would have done with this is done the underfill method, where I create the outline as like an extra layer. And I'll go into Clip Studio and show you what I mean. But basically, the outline would have just been another, like, fill layer underneath. So you would have your base color, so the silver, and then right underneath it would be a dark silver / black layer that's just a few inches taller or bigger than the silver, and that would be just because it's a lot easier to make a nice like line art effect, as to make the line art have a thickness to it. Because when I ultimately go to make my model, I'm gonna make it in 80s style, and the main style with older anime, because it was traditional and not digital, a lot of the line art actually has like depth to it. Ooh, what's a good example? Let's see if I can find something. Trying to find actual 80s style anime, not like the retro shit people call 80s style. You know what? I'll go to my usual go-to, which is Bubblegum Crisis. See if I can find a good screenshot. Here we go. Alright, so look at this image. See how the lines have like thickness, especially with the nose and like some parts of the lip, and like how they do almost this like thicker lines on the outside, very thin on the inside. Like, they play around a lot with line thickness, and I feel like with a lot of my layers I'm going to do a fair bit of underpainting to kind of, or underfill, to create that. So if I was doing this, that would be what I would do with like doing this as a model. That would be what I would do with most of these layers, is there would be an underfill, the actual layer, maybe some shading layers on certain things. Cause like, since I'm just planning to use this via like VTubing and not gaming, I could probably get away with a fair bit more clipping layers. And next week, when I do more Live2D after off-screen learned about deformers and how to create them, we're probably actually going to experiment with the underfilling. Like, I'm going to make several samples, like a face, a ruffled piece of clothing, probably just like draw the neckerchief, for instance. And we're gonna experiment with that a little bit so I can learn deformers and keynotes and stuff. It's somewhere between well, actually, we may not have a learning Live2D next week. Now that I think on it, because we may be replacing that with the Final Fantasy Day in exchange for having a little more Witcher 3 and Nier Automata on the weekends, because I do need a day where I do some tombstone grinding before the new raid tier comes out, so I can gear up 2 of my characters for the raid tier. And the week after next, I will not be streaming on Wednesday instead of Friday, because I do want to step into, or if I do, it's going to be like a very much focus mode, don't expect me to respond. I'll like pin a message and everything about, hey, I'll catch up on posts in between pulls. Because when I focus down on Savage, I focus down. So let's see. Alright. Alright, need to auto. Push it. There we go. We're just gonna be lazy. As you can see, it's not perfect, but again, it'll do the job, which is kind of what I need it to do. Like, I don't need to do anything fancy because none of that shit's actually moving. I'm just getting it in there. Interesting. Hi. Okay. I need to figure out how to... Alright. So I pretty much figured out the things I wanted to figure out for today, which was, hey, clean up the thing and figure out how not how deformers work, but how meshes work. So next week, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. I know it's not a very long stream at all, only a little bit over an hour, but art streams also require me to bend over and not be straight backed, which means they're always going to be a little bit shorter than, or a fair bit shorter than my non-art streams, just simply because I can't do 4+ hours with my back currently. In the future, at least until my pain is kind of reduced a fair bit, streams are going to be a little shorter. I do apologize for that, but with everything going on with the fact that my lower back just kind of screams in pain 90% of the time, I do need to kind of start resting it a little more, which means unfortunately streams will be a little bit shorter, so bear with me. That's kind of also why I'm only doing 2 games at a time right now, is well, 3 games including Final Fantasy, because I'm trying to like have games that I still play, but I don't want to like be doing so many to where I'm having to like feel like I need to make it up with longer hour streams. My next stream will be on Saturday. That's gonna be a collab stream. Potentially Sunday will be a collab stream as well. If I'm still feeling good, I may do like a 20-minute break after the collab ends to like eat food, do some stretches so that my back is good, and then we'll probably do some Nier Automata and Witcher this weekend. Just simply because I do want to actually sit down more with Witcher. I do want to do some of the grinding stuff, like figuring out where the deduction parts are, making more crowns so I can go in and buy materials to make all these things, get some better gear so I can go into because after I beat this Isle of Mist, there's like some battle in Kaer Morg, which, I mean, they've already referenced multiple times. The Wild Hunt's gonna show up there. And then there's like some further battle after that, and then the game's in like a side quest little section to get to that final battle, and then the game's done. So I do want to make sure, hey, I've got a lot of quests cleaned up, because some, if not all of those, could be, depending on if anyone dies at Karamorg, which, I mean, it's a Witcher game. People fucking die all the time, so probably. Then it makes sense to, like, make sure everything's done. That certain quests will just not be doable afterwards. But yeah, so got those coming up. Next week, Tuesday, the schedule will likely move around. Tuesday, I think I'm gonna do my raid re-clears. Well, actually no, because it resets at 4 a.m. Tuesday, which is well after I start stream. So Tuesday will be Witcher. Wednesday will be Final Fantasy XIV, so I can get my weekly drops out of the way. Thursday will be Nier Automata. Saturday will probably be whichever game I feel like playing, so probably Nier Automata, because I do want to play more of that. And Sunday will be a whatever game. But the learning Live2D will start back up the week after next. We'll do, I'll have a couple of images to mess around with, which will have like ruffles, so clothing, face, stuff like that, because I want to learn like face angles and eye animations next. I may actually, because, oh no, I'll still make an image or something like that. Next things, like major things coming up, probably about September, when my affiliate anniversary is coming up. I am going to do a punishment wheel, stream. That'll probably also be the release of my fall outfit, which is gonna be probably a punk outfit, because I feel like fall's kind of that season of plaid colors, and this is gonna be kind of like almost a mix of 90s and 2000s punk for that outfit. New overlay, probably some fall leaves related stuff. Winter's outfit is gonna be kind of a comfy outfit. Like big oversized sweater, leggings, that type of vibe. And then the spring outfit, well, I never quite got the spring outfit done, so we'll have a spring outfit. Eventually, when I make the Live2D model, I will make the outfits for those as well. I feel like having, you know, I don't know that I'm gonna make too many outfits outside of like a nice seasonal or two. Maybe 2 seasonal outfits per season, and I think that's gold. I don't know that I could constantly keep making outfits all the time. But yeah, so that's kind of about it with the major things coming up. If you guys haven't gotten onto my Discord, which one second, I will type that in chat. Discord is where I put my entire schedule for the week, any updates as to, hey, I'm running a little late, or hey, I'm not gonna be able to stream today. That's the primary place you're gonna get that information. I'm not as great with Twitter/X because, one, I've never been great with social media, like even back when MySpace was a thing. Oh, right, I just outed my age, Jesus. Right. But yeah, so I've never been good with social media. And a lot of it for me is just, I don't have enough going on in my day outside of stream that I could really post stuff. And then there's also the fact that half the stuff I would post would just be 2 a.m. like brain rot stuff, like one like that moment when you can't sleep and you're thinking how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could wood, but yeah, you get the picture. But yeah. So next stream will be a fair bit longer. I mean, I don't know how long the collab will go for, but like I said, I intend on, hey, I'm gonna take like a 15-20 minute break, take a shower, eat food, you know, kind of do stuff like that, and then come back and do Nier Automata or Witcher. Probably Saturday will be Nier Automata. Sunday maybe also Nier Automata, but it may also be Witcher. I want to get Witcher in there. But yeah. So thank you guys for coming. I'm sorry this wasn't a very long stream, but again, I'm trying to kind of know my limits in terms of how much back pain I can take before I have to stop for a little bit. Thank you guys for coming in. I will see y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Saturday. That's gonna be 12 a.m. Eastern. I may actually open stream a little bit early since, you know, collab stuff and, you know, chit chat. So it may be closer to 11:45. We'll see. Alright? With that being said, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.